When I was a lot younger, my mother and I visited a little town called Metamora, Indiana. And even though that was a long time ago, I still look back fondly on that day and that special place. Established in 1838, it still has 1800s era buildings and a quiet charm that's worth experiencing. Nothing is incredibly busy, it's very unrushed, and has little in common with the big city. And when I last visited, that was exactly what I needed. The centerpiece, and its main draw, is the Whitewater Canal that runs the entire length of the town. I remember coming here, paying a fare, and riding a canal boat, the Ben Franklin III, gracefully down the waterway. Both my mother and I thought it was the most relaxing thing that we'd ever done. As the boat was pulled by two horses along the canal, all you heard were hoofs on dirt, the quacks of ducks floating on the surface, and the mellow sound of water as it splashed against the shore. It was incredibly relaxing. There was nothing like it. The canal was actively operated from 1838 to 1865 as a valuable means of commerce, moving goods to and from places far away. However, the Civil War and the large debt it incurred burdened the state of Indiana, and costly, routine canal maintenance proved its downfall. Not to mention, muskrats loved making holes in the sides of the canal, letting all the water out. But for a very long time, it proved to be a large tourist draw where you could come and experience the graceful spirit of canal life. Up and down each side of the canal were shops that sold candy, antiques, handmade glassware, arts and crafts, and really good fudge. This is the Duck Creek Aqueduct. While it looks like a covered bridge, it actually transports water across a large chasm. A remarkable piece of engineering. It's the only wooden aqueduct in the entire United States. You won't see one anywhere else but at Metamora. This is what it looked like during restoration. I used to marvel at how the horses would pull the boat to just before the bridge and were disconnected. The boat would then flow across the aqueduct on its own. A few seconds later, the horses were reconnected to the boat, and the tour continued down the canal. The same process would happen on the way back. This was truly one of the most awesome, relaxing attractions in the state of Indiana. But it all came to a grinding halt in April 2022. The 75-foot long, 12-foot wide Ben Franklin III was given its 5-year inspection. The front end of the boat actually cracked and separated, deeming its service life completely over. Boats are not cheap, and as of May 2023, there is no canal boat on the historic Whitewater Canal. I can only hope that the funds come from somewhere to restore this worthy Indiana tradition. Metamora is also home to the oldest water-powered grist mill in the state of Indiana. Also of 1800s era vintage, it adds to the distinct charm of Metamora. But the main allure of Metamora is peace. From the tranquility of a large gazebo that sits beside the water, to the small town stores that line the canal, to a village that opens each summer with wares of all kinds. Something here is calling your name. Maybe it's a seat along the canal with nothing important on your agenda. Watching ducks pass you as a gentle breeze blows. Thinking of how things used to be in a time gone by, but still looks at you from a short distance away. Metamora is that unforgettable place that will stay in your memories as a timeless picture of how things should be.